Yes, good morning. Welcome again for today's lesson. We are handling mathematics as several strands in it. Feel relaxed, but before we proceed, I would like you to subscribe to this channel, and then also you may click that bell for notification, and then let us grow together. Let us solve mathematics issues together and see where we can get. Now, there is a question here. The first question says, a soda depot had 1,502 bottles of soda. The bottles of soda were packed in crates. Each crate had 24 bottles. The question is, how many full crates were obtained? As we know, when we have so many crates together, so many bottles of soda, these sodas are grouped, and the grouping of sodas, we call it crating. So these sodas are put in each crate, and each crate has 24 sodas. So we've been given a total of 1,502 bottles. So it is for us to reason out and see how we can work out this one. So they say 24 bottles is equals to one crate, and therefore what crates are we going to obtain from 1,502 bottles? So in short, what we do, we are going to divide 24 into 1,502. We are going to divide 1,502 by 24. So this is how we work it out. Let us see now the working. So we write 1,502. We divide by 24. So we have several methods of working out this. One, we can use the long way, which is this one. We write 1,502, then we divide by 24. Now, what you need to understand is this. 24 cannot go into 15. And therefore, we will go a little bit and make it 150. And therefore, for us knowing how many times does 24 go into 150, we want to use a simplest method that will not stress us. We are not going to multiply or divide, do what? We are going to use addition so long as we get the right answer. So what we do here, we are going to take 24. We are going to take 24. We add another 24, we get 48. When we add another 24, here is 12, carry 1. Here is 5 plus 2, 6 plus 1, carry 8, 7. We add again 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. 7 plus 2 is 9. We add again 24. 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. And we carry 1. 9 plus 2 is 11 plus 1 carried is 12. Then we add again 24 to get what? 144. We add again 24. In this time we are going to get 168. Now, I am not going to proceed with this one, with the reason being, as you can see, we have 168 rather, and then the number that is here is 150. So 168 is more than 150. So what we are going to do, we are going to go one more step back, and then we will land where? We will land where there is 144. Now let us find out how many times of does 24 go into 144. Now we count the number of 24s because we already have the answers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And therefore what we are going to do, we write there 6. And then 6 multiplied by 24, what you get? Again, we are not going to stress ourselves and multiply because the answer is already here. It is here. Therefore, we write there 144. After that, we have to subtract. If someone tells you to subtract 4 from 0, it is impossible. You cannot take something from where there is nothing. You must ensure there is something, then you take it. So we are going to borrow 1 from 5 to make it 10. Then, now we have people who are too forgetful. So for people like those, I think what we are supposed to do is this. We just write. So we cancel here to make it 4, and then this one becomes 10. Now 10 minus 4, we remain with the 6. 4 minus 4 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Now 24 cannot go into 6. Therefore we drop 2 to make it what? 62. How many times does 24 enter 62? We are not going to stress ourselves and calculate because we have the answers here. 24 plus 24 is 48. 48 plus 24 is 72. So we are not going to use this. Reason being, this one is more than 62. So we are going to take one step back and use what? 48. So how many number of 24s do we have to get 28? 1, 2. So we write there 2, then we multiply by 24. 24 plus 24. This is 2 24s. They are giving us what? They are giving us 48. Now we write there 48. Then after that, we subtract. Now we cannot take 8 from 2. 2 is too small. Just like someone telling you to carry your mother. Do you think you can carry your mother? But it is possible for your mother to carry. So let us now do what? Let us look for a number that at least will make 2 bigger. So we are going to borrow 1 from 5. From 6 it will remain 5. Then this one will become 12. 12 minus 8 is always 4. 5 minus 4, 1. So we have remained with 15. We don't want to proceed because our number is over. And therefore what we are going to do, we are going to write this answer in fraction or not in fraction. The first one, let us write the answer as it is. The answer will be 62 remainder 14. Or we write in mixed fraction, which whatever we get there becomes a whole number. So it is always 62. And then whatever that we have used to divide will always remain as a denominator. So we write there 24 as our denominator. The remainder here becomes the numerator. The remainder becomes the numerator. So we write the remainder there. So these two answers are just 7. And that's why we have written here the answer. We have written the answer here to be 62 remainder 14. 62 remainder 14. Now we go to another calculation. They're asking what is the LCM of 16, 24, and that's 2. 16, 24, and that's 2. Very fast, let us see how we work out this one. As you know, this is a working space. So first, let us see what we can do here. Now, knowing that, what we are going to do is this. So we will have to write the number as it is. As you can see, we have 16. We write 16. Let us see the first method. Then the next number is 24. We write 24. Then the next number is that 2. Here is it. Here the number is. What is the LCM of 16, 24, and that 2? So let us start working out. In this case, we have to look for a smallest number that can divide in both numbers. So in this case, let us use what? We are going to use 2. Because these are even numbers. And there is a time we talked about even numbers and we said any number that ends with either 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. 2 can go into that number. So that is an even number. And we went to an extra mile by also saying that 5 will only go into a number that ends with either 5 or a 0. And any number that ends with 0, 2 can divide in. So these numbers are friends of 2 because it is ending with 6, 4, and 2. It is ending with what? It is ending with 6, 4, and 2. So that is an even number. So we use 2 to divide. So we are using 2. 2 goes here 8 times. It goes here 12 times. It goes here 16 times. We use 2 again because it's friends of 2. 2 goes here how many times? It goes here 4, 6, and then it goes here 8. 2 goes there how many times? 8. And then we are using 2 again. 2 goes here 2, 1, 2. It goes here 3. It comes here. It goes there 4 times. Now we have a number that is not a friend of 2. And that is which number? It is 3. So what are we going to do? Now we are going to do what? What we are going to do next? We are going to divide those that can be fully divided by 2 as we omit 3. Then we shall look for a number that can divide by 3. Then we work out our LCM. So we use 2. It goes here 1. Since it cannot go into 3, we drop it. And then it goes into 4 how many times? 2. And then we proceed again. We use 2, 1, 3, 1. Because 2 goes into 2 once. And therefore the next thing we do, we are going to use 3. This one is over, so we drop 1. We drop 1. 3 into 3 goes there 1. And then after that, what we do next? We do what? We multiply these numbers. How many 2's do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we write 2 times 2 times 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then lastly, multiply by 3. And then we do what? Now we multiply this number. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times these 2 is what? 16. 16 multiplied by these 2 is what? That 2. That 2 multiplied by these 3. What you get? Now, I don't want you to stress yourself, but perhaps it is 3, not 2. So what you do, you can either do like this, you multiply, you get here 6 and you get here 9. So the answer becomes 96. I want to show you another method of finding the LCM. Yes, now let us look for another method of finding the LCM. LCM has several methods. Now I want to only show you 2 methods. So we have done with the first one, and don't forget we have the answers 96. Now we want to use the second method. The second method is here. What we do, we have to write those numbers as they are. The number is 16, 24, and then 14. Not 14, 20, that 2. And then that 2. So we can use this method as we go down. For example, now we have this number. So what we are going to do next, we are going to add. Yes, now let us use another method. As you can see, we have 16. So you will take 16, you add 16. You will get that 2. You add 24, you get 48. You add that 2, you get what? 64. And then we proceed. Add 16, you get, here is 8, here is 4. Add 16, 8 plus 6, that is 14. Carry 1, 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 carried is 6. 8 plus 6 is 14, carry 1, 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 carried is 6. And then we add here that 2, we will get this will be 6 and this will be 9. And then we add here 16, we will get 14 car 1, 4, 5, 6. And then we add here 48, we will get 12 car 1, 10, not 48, sorry, we are not adding 48, we are adding 24. Are we adding 24? So here becomes 8, here becomes 8 as well. So it becomes 8, 8. We add here that 2, we remain with 8, and then this is 12. And then we add here again 16 to get it 10, car 1, 6, 7, 8. And then we add here 24, we get what? 12, car 1. I don't know why I'm forgetting. Yes, it's 24. Add there 24. After adding there 24, what will you get? 8 plus 4 is 12. 8 plus 4 is 12. Yes, now as we have added, you find out that 16 plus 16 is that 2. The number I'm circling are the main answers we get. And then plus 16 is 48, plus 16 is 64, plus 16 is 80. And then we add 16 again. Here we get 69. So you find that you realize that we have what? We have 96. And then here we have 48, we have 72, we have 96. Here we have 64, we have 96, we have 128. Now we look for the first number that is appearing on both lines. We have this one, and this one. So we look for the first line, that number that is appearing on both columns. So we have 96 is here, 96 is here, 96 is here. So 96 becomes our LCM. Are we together? 96 becomes our LCM. Thank you. Now we call the answer here. Now we write LCM. LCM of 16, 24, and that 2 is 96. Now we go to the next sum. That one we have just to work out from here because it doesn't need working space. 0 times 8 is 0. 8 times 5 is 40, carry 4. 8 times 2 is 16. Plus 4 is 20. We write 0, we carry 2. 8 times 6 is 48 plus 2. 50. We write 0, we carry 5. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 2. 16 plus 5 is 21. The 5 we carried. So it is 210,000. So this is, we are done with that. When we come here, what is the area? Remember, this is two sides are equal, but both sides are not same. Therefore, when two sides are equal but they are not same, there is a formula we use. This is a rectangle. And area for a rectangle is equals to length multiplied by width. So what we do, we are taking 17, then we multiply by 18. We are taking 17, then we multiply by 18. Remember, working out is very, very, very important. It's very, very, very important. That's what you need to understand. Working out is very, very, very important. Now we take 7 times 8 multiplied by 8 is 56. Now we carry 5. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 5, it is 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. We are done with that side. So we come to we have the side of tens and hundreds. So we are done with tens, which is 8. Now we want to multiply in hundreds, which is 1. 1 times 7 is 7, 1 times 1 is 1. When we add, you get here is 6, here is 10, carry 1, and then 1, 2 plus 1 is 306. Now you find out that the area will be 306. square meters. Square meters. Don't forget that. Examiners are very tricky. They will give you same answers, and they know the same answers. They know very well that those answers are not, they are same, all of them. They will tell you that all the answers are same. But now the problem is that maybe you will not understand which side is it. So after you add here, after multiplying, this one is supposed to be 18. So when you multiply 18, then you will get this one is 302 as what? As the area. Are we together? Now we go to the next questions. Be very careful. Examiners, their main reason is to trick you so you fail. So we have meters, we have cubic meters and square meters. Please mind, this is cuboid volume, and then this will give you what? This will give you what we call area. So don't ever make a mistake in your entire life. So pick in and also understand the tricks of these examiners. And then the next sum, they're asking what is the volume of a cuboid whose length is 12 centimeters, width is 8 centimeters, and height is 6 centimeters. So when you hear something about cuboid, the Royco cube, you see that how many sides does it have? So it has 3 sides. We have it has what we call the length, width, and height. And therefore, we can sketch a cuboid here. Remember, cuboid is a square, has both sides equal. So I've sketched a cuboid there. And now you've been told that this side is one side is 12, and then this side is 8, and then height they are giving us what? 6. Now remember the formula. Volume is equivalent to length times width multiplied by height. So you will take 12 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 6. What you get? Now come and work out. You come and work out on this side. You work out and understand very well what you are doing there. So you will take 12 multiplied by 8. Here is 16 car 1. It will be 96. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 1 carried is 96. And then after that we multiply 96 by what? 6. We multiply 96 by 6. So what are you going to get? You find out that 6 times 6 is what? Is that 6. Now we carry 3. And then 6 multiplied by 9. 6 multiplied by 9 is 54. 54 plus 3 is 57. 54 plus 3 is 57. So you find out that the answer becomes 576 rather, sorry, 576. So we write the answer as 576. What unit have they given us? The question says centimeters. So it will be cubic centimeters. Cubic centimeters. Cubic centimeters. Don't forget that. It is very, very important. The option A, on the answer, they will give you 576 square meters, square centimeters. B, 576 square cubic centimeters. And then they can give you C as 576 centimeters and D, 576 meters. You see, everything is an answer. So you need to understand these units very well before you do something else. Are we together? Very good. Now, the next thing we are looking at, we are only looking at one more sum. Then we can have a short break. we have work out. We have liters and we have milliliters. So we know very well that 1,000 milliliters make 1 liter. Don't forget that. And therefore that is what we are supposed to, what we are going to do here. So 3 plus 4 plus 1 is 4. 2 plus 9 is 11, car 1. 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 1 carried, 15, car 1. So this one, we are taking it the other side because it is in thousands. So we are converting it into liters. We are converting it into liters. So we are taking it the other side. And therefore, we are going to take 8 plus 4. The answer remains 12 plus 1 carried, 13. Car 1. 7 plus 1, 8 plus 1 carried, 9. 2 plus 4 is 6. Are we together? So 3 plus 1 is 4, 2 plus 9 is 11, car 1. 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 1 carried is 15, car 1. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 1 carried is 13, car 1. 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 1 carried is 9. 4 plus 2 is 6. And that one becomes our answer. Becomes our answer. Question 7, as you can read, says a mass of 1,800 grams of packets of cement was packed. What is the mass in kilograms? What is the mass in kilograms? So you need to know very well that 1,000 grams is equals to 1 kilogram. 1,000 grams is equivalent to 1 kilogram. 1,000 grams is equivalent to 1 kilogram. So the question is, what about if these are 1,800 grams? This is all about cross multiplication. This is all about cross multiplication. So nothing should interfere with your working. This is all about cross multiplication. So what you do is very simple. What you are going to do now, you are going to take 1,800 out of 1,000. So this one will go with this one. This one will go with this one. Then we are going to remain with 18 out of 10. Therefore, 18 out of 10, what are we going to do? We're going to divide this. And then the answer will be in decimals, which will be, this will make it a 10th. So this 8 will become on a 10th side. So we will have one whole number. So it will be 1.8. Or if I were you, this is how I could have reasoned. I know very well that 1,000 makes what? 1,000 grams gives 1 kilogram. So we have 1 stays 100,000. So I will know that 1 is already in kilograms. And then I remain with 800 grams. Period. If I was the one. So those are the tricks about mathematics you need to understand. The next question, John took 19 minutes, 48 seconds to walk from school to home. Onyango took that 3 minutes, that 5 seconds to walk the same distance. What is the total time taken by both? What is the total time taken by both? That's what you need to ask yourself. What do they want? Total time taken. That is all about addition. You need to find the sum. What time did all of them use at the same time? That's the simple questions these guys are asking. And therefore, we as learners, we need to ask to make a plan. Let us plan out. Now, John is equals to 19. We write minutes here. So it is 19. And then seconds here, we have 48. And then the next is Onyango. As you can see the question here, we have Onyango and we have John. We have written for John, which is this one. Now for Onyango, it is which one? From here to here, which is 23 minutes. And then we have what? That 5 seconds. Now what we are going to do now next is to do what? To add. Let us add. 5 plus 8, we get 5 plus 8 is 13. We carry 1. 4 plus 3, 7 plus 1 carried is 8. Just write as the way it is. Please, just write the way it is. And then 9 plus 3 is 12. Then we carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 1 carried 4. Then after you get there, understand very well. Understand very, very well that how many minutes make, how many seconds make a minute. So we know very well that 60 seconds is equals to 1 minute. So these one are more than 60 seconds. So we subtract 60 seconds here. We remain with 223. And then this 60 we have subtracted it here. We take it to the other side. So we will come here and add 1. So the answer will remain 43 minutes 23 seconds. That's our answer. 43 minutes 43 minutes 23 seconds. And then the next what we look at next will be very good. Now second last sum says Mary, a grade 6 pupil, bought items worth 735 shillings and she paid for the goods using 1,000 shillings note. How much balance did she receive? This girl bought things that were, she spent 705 shillings. And then she used 1,000 shillings note to pay. How much was she given as change? You see the way it's very simple. So anything to do with the change, I think it was subtraction. She gave the shopkeeper 1,000 shillings note, and then the shopkeeper was to subtract the money of the goods worth for, which was 705 shillings, and then she gave back to Mary the remaining amount as change. That's what happened. So please let us come and do this. Now we will take 1,000 that she paid with. We subtract 705. So let us borrow. Borrow 1, make this 10. Borrow 1 again remains 9. This becomes 10. Borrow 1 again remains 9. This becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 3 is 6. And then 7 minus 9 minus 7 is 2. So whatever remained was 265. Whatever remained was 265. Now let us look at the last question. The last question says, Nico had 2,300 shillings. She bought a school bag worth 1,875 shillings and saved the rest. How much money did he save? How much money did he save? If they are telling us that Nico had this, so the money Nico had was 2,300 shillings, and then he spent this one to buy a bag. How much did he save? So we are going to subtract the money used to buy a bag from the money he had. So we are going to use 1,875. 1,875. Let us start subtracting. We borrow 1, it remains 2. Here 1 becomes 10. We borrow 1, it remains 9. This becomes 10. 10 minus 5, we remain with 5. 9 minus 7, 2. Here it remained 2. So we borrow 1, here it remains 1. This becomes 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. Then here is 0. So the amount that remained was 425. So we write there 425. And that marks the end of our sharing today. So please, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. There is a contact number that is there down. Just ask any question and let us help one another. The reason why we are here is to ensure you become someone prominent in this world. And remember, we can only defeat the problems that we can see today using what? Using education. And this is how education is. So you learn these things, you put them on the paper, you prove to the examiner that you are worthy to face whichever task that can come ahead of you, and everything will be okay. So thank you for this lesson. Please remember to subscribe, and also you can even share with the friends, and let us grow together. Thank you, and let us see one another next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me sing for you a short song as we end up the lesson. Mathematics, 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 how I wonder you are. I love you so, so much, mathematics. Mathematics, how I wonder you are. Mathematics is so nice and so simple, just adding digits. Thank you.